It didn't make the sound this time.
Well, it's a deal.
It's a deal.
Welcome to the new and improved William Street Swap Shop. I'm Zach White.
And I am Matt Hutchinson, Zach's co-host for this hour of items and discussions and friendship.
Best friends.
There it is.
You're my best friend in real life, too.
You're my best friend on camera. You're my best friend off camera.
Yep. We're back after the holiday weekend. We had, or at least I can't speak for Matt, but I would like to think that I had a pretty great break. Sorry we were gone for a week. I know a lot of you were missing us. We got a lot of emails, a lot of Facebook messages, a lot of people calling us and seeing when we would come back. And have no worries. We'll be on hopefully forever now. So
yeah, I plan to grow old together with you on camera.
Oh yes, I can't wait to look back at these.
To build a generation of trust and happiness as friends and colleagues.
Well, speaking of that, how was your holiday break? What did you do for the end of November, Thanksgiving?
It was good. I did some home improvement projects, a little bike riding, and spent time with my family.
Wow, that's great.
Contracted
what kind of
an illness and beat it. It was a low level, but I think that still counts.
That's great. Not everybody can say that. So I'm happy that you made it through and that you're here with me today and with our viewers today. And would you like to ask me about my holiday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me ask you, how was your holiday?
It was great. Went home to my family and saw them. Spent a lot of time with them. Just relaxed and ate lots of food. And had a really wonderful holiday break. Very inspiring. But every night when I went to bed, I would think, there's something missing.
Yeah.
And I realized when I came in today, it was doing the William Street Swap Shop.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to be back. Thank you for everyone who is joining us. And we're looking forward to having a great show today.
And the thing about swapping, I think Zach kind of really touched on this just now, but it gets in your blood.
Oh.
And once you start swapping, you got to have that high.
Absolutely. I mean, I drove home to my family in Missouri, and as I was driving, I noticed just everyday items that people discard on the side of the road. I wish I had time to take snaps of them. There was a perfectly good tire on the side of the road that had no tears or damage in it. I thought, wow, that could be worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
And if I had the space, I would grab that tire and bring it home with me. So I think it's just something that if everybody actually started thinking about and seeing things, discarded items or items in your basement.
The world opens up to you in a whole new way when you embrace the swapping lifestyle. Right. And that's what we're here to sort of help you do.
Exactly. When I don't wear my glasses, I'm just looking at you through my regular eyes. But when I have my swap glasses on, I see everything as an item. These cameras, maybe we could swap them someday.
Without telling anyone at the company, we just for the sake of the swap.
Yeah. So if someone's looking to do their own show, maybe we could help them out. But we should go over the rules, I think, a little bit of the William Street Swap Shop. And we should also have celebratory congratulations in order for our first swap. I don't know if you remember, Matt, but
how could I forget?
Almost 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We had our first swap. It was a wooden giraffe and a set of pins.
Right.
And I think
we
were going
meat wrist and I forget the other successful swapper. I hope they're watching so they can call us. Oh, here we go. That was good. That's what you've been spending the last 2 weeks doing?
Absolutely. I spent probably 4 hours a day when I went back home to Missouri working on that. Just getting in every little keyframe in the graphics, just making it wonderful. A little bit about me, I do enjoy using computers for a variety of tasks and assignments.
There we go. Yeah. Run it back.
It took a lot of time to make that giraffe go back and forth.
I think we're going to need to probably do that at least 4 more times before this hour's over to make it have been worth your while.
It keeps things easy. It keeps things loose. I'm very happy to be back. I think I might be the happiest in my life right now.
You peaked right this moment.
I think so. I think I'll look back at this day and say, wow, I remember that time when I was really happy. I had a lot of great meals. I help someone swap and find happiness. I think if the people who swap those items, Meat Wrist and our other friend that we can't remember the name of,
Onion Booty?
Onion Booty maybe. Yeah, because it was his girlfriend who gave him the giraffe.
Yeah.
If you could call back today and let us know how you're appreciating the items, if you have received them yet.
Yeah. We're going to run a new segment called, and this was another time-consuming graphic, but it's the Swap Shop Success Stories. And it's a new feature we're real excited about.
Wow,
and,
look at that.
You can call if you're one of the people who's had a great experience through the show.
Yeah.
And if we brought you together with another human, or if it didn't go so well, we want to hear that as well.
Exactly. And actually, Matt, someone, as I was walking down the hall in preparation, I was doing my daily humming meditation before the show. I was walking down the hall, and a coworker asked, how are we going to make sure the items get to each other? Because if Meat Wrist sends the wooden giraffe and Onion Booty doesn't send the pins, someone's going to be upset, probably
Right.
Meat Wrist. So we thought, how do we solve that? And Matt and I are not law enforcement. We have nothing
Not
to...
anymore.
No, we cannot no
Gave up
longer have
that-
any kind
that
of...
life.
We can no longer do anything with... we can't... I'm getting an elbow. My elbow,
You're getting
sorry.
the no elbow
Yes.
sign.
Um,
It looks like this. It's like...
Yes. But
Okay.
we can't act on any way. This is a trust system. We trust you to send in your items truthfully and give the correct address and send it promptly. And we were talking about maybe doing some kind of profile system, almost like a Facebook or a dating website where you would post your picture and maybe we would rate you and other people would rate you on how successful you were at sending people items. So you might get a 100% rating if you've sent everybody items on time. You packaged it correctly. The tape is, really excellent. You might get a 70% rating if your item is kind of damaged, or you didn't tell the truth about the item that you were sending in. There might be a scratch on it that you hid from the
Right.
item or from the viewer. So I think if you actually call in, tell the truth, send in your email or your items in mail, this will work out.
Yeah. We think it's going to work out. So we're partnering with you in finding out the answer to that.
Yes, because it's all about trust.
Should we look at the other graphic that's really important looking?
Yes.
We're calling it the Swap Shop Code of Honor. I think the graphic really nails it, really sends it home to you. The Code of Honor. So when you make a swap, from that moment on, it's up to you and to the swapee to confirm the deal. And this way this is going to work is sort of like an online community where you get upvoted, downvoted verbally in this case.
Right. And
And
it's a digital handshake.
yeah.
You can't shake people's hands after you do a deal, but you definitely, if you mail it and I just can't imagine opening up that box from someone that you swapped an item from and you say,
Digital handshake.
Yeah.
Just like
it's a
that.
deal. And you open it up and you say, wow, I completed a deal. And they'll say, the other person will hopefully be happy because you sent the item to because they trust you to. Now, Matt, I trust you.
Yeah.
Do you trust me?
I think we've spent a few years building a relationship of trust between each other. Yeah.
Good. Well, that's good that we covered that on the...
How could you
beginning.
demonstrate that trust for me right now, I wonder?
Well, Matt, I mean, I could let you do the show for a while if you'd like. I could, give you these scissors and tell you could do whatever you would like with them, but I would trust you that you wouldn't hurt me.
Would you give me
with them.
permission to cut you right now? In a
I
way
trust
that
you that you wouldn't hurt
in a
me.
way that you can trust won't hurt
Yes.
you too badly.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to wait to do that later.
Okay.
But it's on the table now.
Yes, the scissors are on the table, and I trust you that
Literally.
you would not hurt me with them.
Swap.
So let's talk about how you can post an item to us that you want to get rid of today. Let's get right into it, all right? You can send us an email at williams.swap@gmail.com. You can call us at this number and let us know if you got something heading our way. And you can also go on our new live Facebook swap group. It's
Yes.
also called William Street Swap Shop.
It's,
Enter it into the text field in your Facebook search field browser
yes. And Matt is usually
and become a part of the action.
Well, and Matt created the Facebook group, and he is usually a pretty calm individual. But I remember he spent a lot of time putting it together, and I remember going into his office and asking him if he'd like to hang out, and discuss our our lives and what our plans for the weekends were, and he actually kind of got a bit fierce. He raised his voice. He told me I'm working on the Facebook group. So this means a lot to him, and it means a lot to me if you would
my
sign
baby.
up.
That Facebook page is like a child to me, and it's something I'm constantly working to improve. And I love social media. I love meeting new people. So come join the conversation.
Would love to be your friend.
On the William Street Swap Shop Facebook page. Or email us or call us.
Please. Yes, and you can call us. Our phone number is 404, and I think it's a 973 number. I don't
And
have
we
the
actually,
graphic.
I think we should jump right into, we have an item.
Oh,
up
okay. Wonderful.
Swap.
Yes.
that's been sent to us.
Oh, sorry. Call in at 413-961-4263.
This is by Julia from Slovakia. She said she might not feel comfortable calling in, but she's
Okay.
watching.
Well, I can imagine calling
Or
in from
technically
Slovakia
maybe.
would incur some long distance charges.
Right.
A lot of money,
I've been there.
and I don't know if it's worth that much money to pay, unless you're really trading in an item like this set of antlers.
So we're looking at a set of antlers from Julia. She's an international fan from the wonderful hemisphere to our east.
Yes.
And she says her uncle gave these to us. He is a hunter and he had too many, I guess, so he gave us some. They look very cool on a wall, but if you have like 10 of them, it's a little too much.
True.
Now she wants to swap this for an Adult Swim pillow, but that's not quite as fun as opening up to our viewing community. And I'm putting this is a tier above just like a CDR with some
Right.
pictures of seals on it or something.
Absolutely.
This is like let's come at Julia with some good sort of offer
Right.
here.
Yeah, people watching, please. We're going to get to speak on Julia's behalf by offering this up for the community to trade, and try and find your best items, because this is really genuine. It's one of a kind. It's
Yeah.
foreign. This isn't something you can get in Georgia or the South or the United States. This is something that is coming from Slovakia. So this
All right.
animal that it was taken from might not even exist in the United States.
I wondered what it might be. Jackalope, maybe. It looks like a small
A little jackalope, maybe
woodland game.
a little Slovakian deer.
You could spend hundreds of dollars on some mass-produced piece of garbage, or you could step up and offer a swap for an authentic piece of Slovakian
treasure.
animal game memorabilia.
Well, I think the antlers, to me, they speak. If you were to have this in your house, Matt, and I walked in and
Can we get some of the other angles on this? Maybe we can sort of get the
Yeah.
full screen showcase of this.
So if I walked in and I saw this in your house, and the first impression I would have is, wow, this person is really interesting. They're a world traveler, because that animal skull does not look like anything I've seen. And I've seen a lot of animal skulls, and
Yeah.
I think seeing that would say,
Yeah.
wow, this person has been to
They're
another
worldly.
region.
Yeah.
Right. Look at the way that the antlers curve at the top.
And if
Almost
you,
like little devil horns.
right. It's a conversation piece you'll treasure for decades. And I think it would probably advance your career
And
if
look
the right person came to your house and
Right.
said, I want you to work for me. You
good-
know how to pick an item for your wall.
yeah, I think that's a great skill to have that not many people look at. I think you could put that on your resume, that you are exceptionally gifted at picking items, and you have that as a paperweight. It looks like on that one picture, Julia had it on her coffee table.
Yeah.
So that I could very much, I could totally see that happening. If an employer or a business connection or someone you were trying to network with on LinkedIn might see a picture or be at your house and see that on your coffee table, they would be wildly impressed. I think this is a top tier item. I think we should be
Yeah.
looking for some very serious
I think this one,
swaps.
and I just invented this, but I think it should be put into the Platinum Club.
Let's
The
put
Swap Shop Platinum Club.
it in the Platinum Club.
All right.
Let's shake on it. I always like to shake.
Platinum. This is the Platinum Club inclusion shake.
Platinum Club handshake.
It's two hands.
Mhm.
Maybe just if we could get real tight on them.
please go into the Platinum Club and get a good item for Julia so
This
she continues
is
watching the show and is a happy person.
A Platinum Club exclusive.
Julia, we hope you're watching and you really enjoy seeing your items traded today, and I hope that you get something great out of it. Sorry, we will not send you a pillow. Maybe we will, but she also said there would be an item that she would throw in. A bonus, a treat.
That's right. I forgot about the bonus treat. I don't know if that applies to, I guess it depends on what kind of deal we get from someone.
Right.
So if you got something you want to swap for these antlers, give us a call, 413-961-4263.
These antlers.
Let's just talk. We're not signing contracts.
Right. Just come down, have a chat.
Just
we're not going to force you.
Spitball a few ideas with
Right.
us.
There's no reason to be forceful at this, Matt. We're not going to try and convince someone that they should trade something.
Moped. Maybe you're not riding it enough. Swap them for the antlers.
Trampoline. You might not be bouncing enough.
Yeah.
Swap it.
What's taking up space in that attic that you used to like that you no longer like?
Right. Some old
It's
clothes.
very simple.
Some old
Call
clothes,
the number.
Some TV remotes, fishing poles, tennis rackets, chairs, cups,
Jacket.
a jacket, an old table, maybe an old ceiling fan blade. Hello, welcome to the William Street Swap Shop. Who's calling in?
Hello, my name is Tony.
Tony.
All right.
What's
Tony.
happening, Tony?
Well, I have a Venture Brothers pillow, but I don't know if she likes Venture Brothers.
So you're calling as offering for the antlers from Julia?
Yep.
Okay. Do you have a
All
picture
right.
of the Venture Brothers pillow?
I can take a picture of one.
Okay, that would be great.
Take it, yeah. Take it and send it on up, and we'll
Right.
give us a little idea of what we're dealing with here.
Exactly. Are you willing to trade the Venture Brothers pillow for anything? Would you be willing to put it
I
out to the
might, but
open
I might
market?
break up the set because I have two, and then I would have one. You know.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'd hate to see those pillows be separated after this many. How many years have you had them?
Last year.
Okay, so they haven't been together for too long, but it would still be a bad separation.
I think it would sweeten the deal if you traded both Venture Brothers
Yeah.
pillows for the antler.
2 pillows, and then maybe
Keeping-
Julia would include that special surprise treat.
Yeah.
What is the special prize?
We don't. She hasn't mentioned. She just said it would be a surprise. We hope it's nothing that would cause
Toxic.
harm or toxic. Yes.
That's part of the code of honor we meant to mention.
Yes.
Don't mail toxic things.
Right. Anything that the postal worker is not willing to carry should not be sent. So.
Yeah. So Tony's
Now,
got.
will I have to pay international shipping for this? I'm assuming.
That's between you and the Postmaster
Right.
General.
Yeah.
We're merely
We're just matchmakers.
matchmakers.
We're just trying to get you happiness and get Julia happiness.
But
I think it
get
would be worth
creative.
it.
Maybe you could plan a trip and just bring it in your luggage.
That would be great. Maybe you could, as you bring it, you would go hunt more jackalopes with Julia. You could form some kind of bond together.
I mean, that's an idea.
Right.
I mean,
I would love to maybe accompany you to
Tell-
make sure it works.
Tell me about how you got the pillows. Was it from?
I bought them off the Adult Swim as seen on TV website thing.
Oh yeah. That's a good spot. It's a good place for e-commerce.
Yes. Was it
Yeah, the
quick? Did it
Venture
ship
Brothers-
to you quickly?
What was that?
Did the pillows ship to you quickly? Are you a satisfied customer?
Yeah, I got them before Christmas.
And
Great.
can you paint a picture for me of how they look in your house, where they are, and what they're doing right now?
So right now they are laying around like a pillow.
Okay.
Um,
Where at? On a couch or on a bed or just on a chair?
On my bed.
Okay. Do you use them to sleep on?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so we have they're slightly used by Tony. Probably some people would consider that even more worthwhile, or worthy, I guess,
Plus,
valuable.
I'm a famous celebrity.
Tony says
Oh.
you're a famous celebrity, and that must mean something that you. So I guess if you would want to get the antlers, what would you do with the antlers?
Maybe use it as a hat rack.
A hat rack?
Yeah.
Do you think your friends would like the antlers and give a lot of compliments?
I think it would make my hats look nicer.
Okay. Do you think you would miss your pillows?
Yes, I would.
So you were looking for something serious. So the antlers have piqued your interest, but if something else comes up on today's show or in the future, you would be willing to trade?
Something at least like rare and hard to find.
Okay.
Is that what you're
But I
drawing?
also have a chippy doll pillow from Souvenirs.
Oh, nice.
She wants that maybe.
Okay.
So you sound like a man who's drawn to rare and fine antiquities. You want
I am.
one-of-a-kind items. You don't want the cookie-cutter
No.
Thomas Kincaid.
But who does?
I think it's the beauty of the swap shop concept is that what we are trying to steer people toward is one-of-a-kind items from their life that have meant something to them and can continue to mean something to another new
Oh,
home.
definitely. Yeah, Tony, I think if you were to get these pillows out the door and you receive the antlers in just, say, a week or two, if the shipping works out, I can imagine how happy you would be hanging up those antlers, the set of antlers in your house, smiling every time you take your hat off to put it on, coming home from a long day's work, inviting friends over just to look at, maybe send out a Facebook invite that says, I'm having a party tonight, and then in parentheses put, come see my antlers, my new antlers. And then when they come over, they say, wow, Tony, did you get this from someone's backyard? Or did, you kill this animal? And you say, no, I got this from Slovakia. And then if you want to be truthful, you can tell them that you got them on the William Street Swap Shop. Or you don't even have to mention us. And you can just say, yes, I went on a trip to Slovakia. I killed this animal, and this is my prize.
Yeah, I can say I killed some animal.
Okay.
Well, I want to shift gears for a second. I guess we're continuing our pillow theme today. But we have an offer. I hope Julia's watching. We have an offer
okay.
from
Another
Lexi,
incoming offer.
and this one is a showstopper, I think. She is not many details, but she says, "Swap!" exclamation point.
That looks like
I want them antlers.
Iggy Pop.
Yeah, and it's an Iggy Pop pillow. Looks to be in his more recent year, so you can see the
Ziggy Pop.
texture.
Iggy Pop is a musician. He sings a lot of great hits. Very cool with the punk rock community.
Yeah,
Might be a little too cool for me, though.
a groundbreaker.
Yes. He has long, beautiful blonde hair.
Early work with the Stooges, often cited as influential in punk and
Pretty nice pillow.
post-punk.
Yeah. His last name is Pop, but he does not do pop music. But you can dance to it.
Later on, I believe he made a line of shirts.
So this would be a pretty valuable pillow, and it looks like it's gently used. It looks like it brought the user some happiness because I see a little bit of a smirk behind that pillow. You can see the corner of her mouth. Looks like she's a little bit. See, that looks a little happy. There's a bit of a smile there. I know when I smile, my nose, and my cheeks kind of make that indentation. But Iggy, he's a beautiful man. This long blonde hair. I think this would look great in your house too. I think if you had the antlers and this pillow,
Yeah.
you would become probably one of the most interesting people in your friends group. Where else would you get these items except from us?
I think when you lean on this pillow, too, you get the satisfaction of knowing that one of the great American icons of music of the last 50 years is supporting your lumbar region and giving a little edge to your TV watching or book reading.
Okay. Well, imagine falling asleep on that mat. Okay? Just drifting away and dreaming about the antlers that you traded. If I was Julia in Slovakia, falling asleep on that pillow and thinking, wow, I'm sleeping on this person's face.
From halfway around the world, this pillow took a journey through time zones and clouds or sea and crashed through the brine slowly, landing upon my shores. And I owe it all to the William Street Swap Shop.
You could not have said it better myself. Tony, I think we're going to open up the line. If you could send us
All
a
right.
picture of your Venture Brothers pillows, and we'll put that up as an offer. And we now have 2 pillows. A lot of big fans of pillows, a lot of sleepers. A lot of people enjoy sleeping or being in the bedroom.
It's wintertime. Hibernation is an issue if you're an animal, but
Mhm.
we are animals, so it sort of carries over a little bit.
Right.
And I think that's why people have got pillows on their brain.
And fun fact about me, I don't usually sleep with a pillow. I sleep with my head on a hard surface.
Yeah.
So pillows are not that interesting to me. I understand their value to others, but when I spend the night at someone's house, they say, "Let me get you a pillow," and I say, "No, thank you. I'm fine on the floor."
When's the last time you woke up in an unfamiliar room and it took you a second to realize where you were?
Oh, I almost think that happens every day because I sleep in different rooms in my home. I forget who it was, but there's a scientific study done that if you drive home on the same route every night or every day or to work every morning, you get stale.
Right.
But if you switch it up, you stay fresh and vibrant.
And
so
you
I sleep.
expanded that into sleeping.
Yes. So I try and sleep. Sometimes I'll sleep outside on my hammock, and I wake up and I think, how did I get? Oh, yes, I fell asleep here last night. But I never sleep with a pillow. Sometimes I stay at friends' houses if I'm close to their home, and I just would rather stay with them. It's the company. It's listening to them, when we go to bed, talking to them.
Was there ever a night where they were like, "Hey man, you don't need to go home. You can just crash here," and you were like, "You know what? I'm going to take you up on that." And then you slept on their floor and you woke up and you saw the legs of a coffee table and you were like, "Oh yeah. He offered
This
for me to stay here and I
happened.
took him up on that."
It's happened, yes, all too many times.
Ooh,
We have some
we
new
have a
offers.
new incoming offer.
Mandy.
These look fascinating, Mandy. Why don't you give us a call and let's talk about it?
It looks like we have a Back to the Future. It looks like a hoverboard. And then do we get on the left side a dog with sunglasses and a helmet, which looks. I'm more interested in the dog because I loved animals. I'd love to have that dog, but I don't know if we can ship the animal over through the service. So.
Yeah.
Now, Mandy, yes, if you could please call us at 413-961-4263 and let us know what you are interested in, or if you're just putting this up to find, to hope that someone will bite, as
Yeah, we
folks
need
say
a little
in the swap business, bite. They'll take a bite out of your business.
a little context, and you can call and we can together promote why this would be a good swap.
Mhm.
And we want to know, are you interested in the antlers or are you putting these out on their own? Is that what you just said?
Well, I think yes, and I think she also maybe heard Tony say that he was a celebrity and slept on those pillows, and maybe Mandy is looking to get those pillows.
Okay.
So we have a lot of offers today. It's really great. Very exciting. If Mandy could give us a
boards
call.
are lighting up. We honestly weren't prepared for how much success we were going to have
No.
today with this. So
No, I'm blown away. I'm
we're
shocked.
a little overwhelmed.
I am shocked. So
okay. So just to recap, we've got the original antlers on the line.
yes, from Slovakia, very rare, majestic
From
creature.
Slovakia. We've got Tony's Venture Brothers pillows,
Yes.
hopefully in exchange for the antlers.
We do not have a picture of Tony's Venture Brother pillows, though, so you have to almost imagine.
Yeah, you have to use your mind.
Right. We're hoping to get one soon.
We've got the dog mask and hoverboard from Mandy.
Okay.
And just now, breaking swap update, we have it. Oh, I forgot the Iggy Pop pillow from Lexi.
Yes.
And our breaking update is 10 of these masks.
10 masks.
I saw it pop up for a sec.
Well, it's just.
And it's curious. Okay, it's from Austin.
Hmm.
It's a skull mask, but it looks almost like it crops like a tube top at your eye level.
Oh, I guess
Which
for your
I've-
real eyes to see out.
I've never seen this before, this concept.
No.
It's
This looks
like
very
a-
hip, very cool.
Yeah.
I would love to wear it. Put this. If it were me, I would love to wear this and swap something to walk around in and wear this just
It's
in
winter
general.
time.
Right. Keep your nose cold.
Yep.
Except this little skull doesn't have a nose. Maybe fool your friends, play tricks on them with the mask.
What I like about this mask is prohibited.
Right. Yes.
So, if you're a person who is mask averse because you don't like some sort of brim limiting the ways you can see upwards,
right.
this is your mask.
Or Matt, if they're like you and have a beautiful head of hair and you want to show all the hair off, but still keep your cheekbones, your chin,
Right.
your upper lip, and your nose warm, and your ears, it's a great mask to wear.
If you weren't born with the chin line that you would have liked,
This is the mask for you.
you put this mask on, you head down to the rave with where the people are,
Pick up some glow sticks and maybe
just
swap.
dance,
Yes.
and don't have to worry about, are they looking at my chin? Put on the mask, have a great time.
Yes.
What's your body thing that you don't like the most?
I'd have to say my fingers and my hands. I have very small hands.
I noticed when I shook them, it was almost like shaking a baby's hand.
Right. I mean, I have. It's just I can do everything that regular hands can do,
Yeah.
but they're just small. And
You gotta make do with what you have in this world,
yes.
and it's also sort of ties back into the swap ethos. You make something out of what you've got. You've got tiny hands, but I've never would have noticed it because you're a confident guy.
Oh, thank you. I've only noticed it recently, and it has been a bit of a self-esteem decreaser, but I try and move on. So I wear a lot of gloves,
Do we have our something for scale? So this is like a lighter for scale.
a lighter.
So
A lighter covers up my entire palm, and then my finger, the lighter covers up my entire finger.
I want to recap. Let's we stay on Zach's small hands for a sec. If you have an item
I'm also double jointed.
that we've shown and you want to help us pitch it a little to the world, give us a call. If you want to call in and talk about the body part of yourself that you like the least, I think that's a good little theme we've sort of entered into today.
Yes, we like to swap, but we're also people. We are willing to talk and provide some kind of listening support to you.
My nostrils are large, I've noticed, and if there's any kind of camera angle up, my nostrils seem real big to me in pictures.
You have big nostrils.
Thank you for covering that.
So it looks like we got
I guess
some.
this goes back to the trust, the code of honor.
Yes.
We want to share our insecurities so that you feel comfortable sharing your products with us, and we build a relationship of trust and a community of fellowship
I promise
on the swap shop.
it is my code of honor that I will do my best to get your items swapped successfully, and we will not lie to you. So we have that mask. Looks pretty neat. And then
Does
it
look
looks like
good.
Tony sent in a new pick.
Yeah.
It's got the full Venture Brothers bed set.
Tony said okay, wow. Yeah, so not only do you have pillows, but you get a comforter too.
And Tony he sounded like he did not want to part with these.
Yeah,
So
he's
he
got a little skin in
sees-
the game here.
right.
This is when it gets interesting.
He sees the antlers as from Slovakia as a rare treat.
And I want you to look at those pillows and just think about Tony dreaming on them every night. What kinds of dreams did he have? Were they anxious dreams? Were they dreams of fantasy and success?
Just tossing and turning in bed, just.
Or were they abstractions on a plane that exists not within this dimension?
Or maybe he had dreams of deja vu, and he dreamed that he saw the antlers from Slovakia.
What if he dreamt on those very pillows of the antlers and the day that he and them would become one?
And maybe he had a nightmare?
Maybe nightmares on those exact sheets.
It's possible. Nightmares exist. Hopefully you
like
don't have
to
any
think-
nightmares swapping with us.
No. Also important, don't swap haunted things.
Yes. If those come in to someone, there's no way to get rid of a curse on those.
That'll be part of our feedback system. There'll be like a 5-star, did it arrive on time? A 5-star, did they communicate good? and then level of haunting. 5 stars being 0 level of haunting, and 1 star being, it belonged to a dead family member,
Right.
obviously, that came with it when it came to my house.
Do you have any haunted items, Matt, that
This
you've
weekend,
encountered?
I wish I had a picture of it, but I'll just tell you the
Okay.
verbal story. I was cleaning out the attic of my house, and there were 3 things it came with in the attic. Mostly it had been cleaned out. Was an old toaster oven. There was a very early laser disc player up there, and then there was a crate, like an old wooden military crate. My dad was in the military, so I recognized it because he had one too, like a Foot Locker sort of thing. And it was taking up this really important space, but I'd been really reluctant to break it down and get rid of it because it just seemed like it had a lot of meaning to someone at one point.
Sure.
So, but I had to have that room. I was doing a little organizing, and I took it down and I broke it into pieces, and as I was breaking it, it said Captain Munson clothes on the bottom. And I thought about all the possibilities of
Who that Captain
who
Munson
that
could
guy
be.
was. Is he still in my house somewhere? Is he the one who makes me start crying sometimes at night for no reason? Or when I feel the hot water in my shower suddenly turn cold, is that him? And I sort of thanked him for his service in my mind, and I hope maybe that would sort of make us bros. Ghost to dude bros.
Yes. I think maybe you maybe could vape together now.
We'll see about that.
Do you think
Should I
maybe
take
Captain Munson is
Should
still
I
alive?
go up to the attic and just blow some vape in the area where the crate was?
Yeah, I think that would probably. I think the power of if you were to vape, if it is a ghost, and it's a cool ghost, it would want to vape with Matt, and you would solve your problem. But if it's a ghost that doesn't like vaping, it will leave because
Yeah.
it doesn't want to be around the vape smoke.
So we'll make one exception to the no haunted stuff rule is vape gear can be haunted.
Because, yeah, no one's going to. We love to vape. No one's going to try and deny that. So if a ghost wants to vape with you, I think it's a cool
Yeah.
ghost. You should keep it around. It probably will tell you a lot of great stories and play a lot of cool music for you.
We'll build a little bullet list of the code of honor ethics, and yeah, we'll include that footnote. It seems like
Okay.
so specific. It's more like in the code of honor, it's like a footnote at the bottom.
Yes. Do you think Captain Munson is still alive?
I don't know. I wanted
their
to.
death.
I wanted to look it up and get an idea of maybe if I could find him on Google, but then life got in the way, and I sort of had to just stop thinking about him.
Do you think Captain Munson would swap an item maybe if there's a chance to connect?
I think at the time of his life, that was much more bartering was probably much more commonplace, and who knows? Maybe he bartered, cigarettes for a pin-up poster of what's her name, Rita.
Hayworth,
Yeah,
right?
that one.
A great actor.
All my knowledge of old people is from the Shawshank Redemption, I think.
Okay. Well, that's fair. It's a great movie, wonderful cast. So we have a lot of items that have come in today.
There we go.
I think I'm overwhelmed by the emails, the phone calls, the support, the voices that we've been hearing.
Diverse voices from
Yes.
around the world.
Now I'm just curious if any of these items have tickled them. I wonder, Julia, you've been getting a lot of items offered to you. You had, I believe, every item on here has been offered to Julia. The mask that looks like the skull mask that will make you 100 times cooler and neat. The poster or the Iggy Pop pillow, the Venture Brothers pillow, or the 2 sets of Venture Brothers pillows, and I think that's
The
it,
masks.
right? The masks.
Did we get that?
Right. Mandy, the dog mask and the hoverboard. So,
And now we're wearing so many hats. I haven't really been looking at the chat, but we got a request from our chat community,
okay.
whom we respect.
Oh, I love everybody
equally
in the
as
chat.
well as other platforms.
I would love to hang out with each one of them individually.
They say, could you guys button your top buttons, please. And then someone else says, I second that. So I don't know why that's a thing, but
Well, I think it's if it's being
think
requested, we should do it.
yeah. Could we maybe we should do some like buttoning music?
Right.
It's all right. But this brings us back to our original swap challenge. Something we wanted to revisit today. All right, they're buttoned. This area is where my swirl happens.
It's beautiful.
It's hard to
I
shave.
noticed it grows all in a great pattern there.
So tired. So many stories. So many things that they've seen. These eyes.
Well, Matt, now that we've buttoned our top buttons, do you know what would look good right here
Yes.
in the center?
The missing piece of our swap shop uniform. We mentioned it last week, and it's a challenge we want to present to you guys. We need bolo ties.
Yes.
I believe my request was for a turquoise centerpiece.
Mm-hmm.
Yours was for some sort of animal skull,
Right,
actually.
an animal skull. So if Julia, you could shrink your antlers down to a smaller size,
To a bolo tie
send
size.
them to me, I would gladly wear it.
And in return, you get a matching set of Venture Brothers Are You Watching Tony Z?
Tony Z, these are hot
bobblehead
items.
from my own personal collection.
Tony, get to this thrift store right now and start looking for
Bolo
bolo
tie.
ties. Please.
Yeah, we don't want some Amazon
No.
Alibaba
We want a real.
nonsense. We want this from, we just want something with substance to it.
Oh, absolutely. Something that has been worn before, maybe by Captain Anderson. Something that is means a lot or meant a lot to somebody, and something that we can start to wear every day. And I will gladly button my top button if we can get a set of bolo ties sent in, just to put that on.
And as an acronym, BOLO, are you familiar with that acronym?
No,
It means be on the lookout.
really.
I think it comes from police speak.
Ah,
So it's sort of
bolo for bolo.
it's a double entendre for us because it's a bolo tie we want to wear. It's not really a double entendre, but it has double meaning for us.
Right.
We
Bolo.
want to wear one, and we also want to always be on the lookout
Right.
for great items from you guys.
And you should be on the lookout for bolo ties. Because it would make, I think, the show that much more better and cooler.
So
it would
make
increase
this your
our
homework
viewers and ratings.
assignment. America and Slovakia. Bolo ties by Wednesday. BTBW.
If we don't get bolo ties by Wednesday, I don't know if these top buttons will ever get buttoned back up again. Because it kind of hits my Adam's apple.
You know what's definitely going to catch on is BTBW. Bolo ties by Wednesday.
Hashtag that
It's gonna be
BTBW.
Trending worldwide within hours, I would think.
Yes. And please call in if you have bolo ties sitting by. You can reach us at 413-961-4263. And if you have any extra items you'd like to send in, we still have time. We still have spots on our roster to drop those items in.
We got a commenter who says, bolo ties and jorts is my signature look. I think we would be friends with you. Lord
Wonderful.
Tony Z says there is none in Connecticut.
There's
Make it happen.
Tony, I don't believe that. I think you're a celebrity. You have a lot of power. You probably have a lot of sway. You can find a bolo tie.
And now that they got traction with the button request, we have a request to lose the shirts and both of you look at me like you're virgins. We'll save that one. I'm not saying no.
Well, I would love to be myself right now on camera. And what better way to be yourself than to not wear anything?
Are you saving sex for marriage?
Yes. It's very important to me. And not for any religious reason. It's just, I think, before you decide to do something like that, you have to be, it's like a swap. You have to be shaking hands. You have to trust that
Trust.
person. Yeah.
There's a code of honor.
A lot of
Yeah.
things could happen. You could have a baby. And then you can't swap that.
Nor should you.
No.
Technically,
Maybe if someone had some really cool Venture Brothers pillows, maybe I'd consider.
No baby swapping
Right.
on our show. That's part of the covenant we're writing up. No haunted items.
Right,
no
unless they're
babies.
vape accessories or vape,
Right.
vape, I guess vaporizers or vape accessories.
That could be our shop. Like our brick and mortar store niche shop we could open could be vape babies. You know, there's like little boutiques for babies.
Yes,
It could be
vape
like,
babies. And then vape ghosts in the corner.
yeah,
And it's
with
just
a special, yeah.
and it's just a vaporizer on a string, fishing line,
And a guy comes in, he's like,
hanging from the ceiling.
"Do you guys have that the vape baby sweater with the thing in the pouch for the side?" And we'll be like, "I think we got one of those. Let me look in the back." And you go in the back, and you're like, and then you come back, and you're like, "We could order that for you." And that'll be like a fun little when we leave TV and celebrity behind.
I could just imagine that right now, being in a mountainous area, a small little town, going into the back of the shop and finding that item for someone. And if you can't find it, yes, coming back and telling them, "I'm sorry, but we have this vape ghost instead."
We got a new hashtag I just noticed on the screen. Lose the shirts and both of you look at me like your virgins. Let's a boy live. So we got 2 hashtag roundup. Bolo ties by Wednesday.
Bullet ties by Wednesday.
BTBW.
That's the boy live.
And then let's a boy live. And we want to see both getting traction on Twitter starting now.
Please. And I think if you call in and you can talk with us, like I said, we'd love to swap. I love items. I spent the entire Thanksgiving meal talking about items to everybody. I love talking about items.
Everybody who'd listen.
Anybody who would lend me their ears. So if you want to call in and talk about your items with us, we'd gladly listen to that. Otherwise, we're happy just to have a conversation. You want to swap a story? Call in and swap a story. Tell us about how your day is going. I don't think that's unreasonable.
You know what else we need to discuss before we get done today?
That's
I want to reiterate, phone
Yes.
calls are best.
okay.
But until we get that one,
Right.
we're going to work this out over the next few weeks or days, but as an incentive for successful swaps, we're going to have a rewards program,
Yes.
the Swap Shop Rewards Program. And there's going to be low-level Adult Swim premiums for repeat swappers and creative swappers. And if you get 5,000 swap medallions, you can exchange that for a 2016 Tesla
Yes.
automobile.
That's something that I think is unbelievable, is unheard of, and is only being offered here.
So spread the word to your friends. 5,000 swap reward medallions for a 2016 Tesla.
I got so excited.
We haven't cleared this with
Thinking
the
I was
lawyers. I don't even know if we
accelerating.
can do this, but as our word as men,
Yes. I mean,
if you hit that 5,000 plateau.
all it takes is 5,000 swap medallions. Not hard to get. You just have to swap 5,000 times. And if you can do that, you'll get a Tesla.
Don't go there yet.
Well, we'll figure out.
Well, you know what? No.
medallions.
Yeah, 5,000 would be a lot. We don't want to make it that hard.
Right.
So we're going to find a way to the medallion system.
We will give you a medallion based on merit, based on how you swapped, as Matt said, based on your reviews from other swappers, and based on how much we enjoy
Here's
talking
how you
with
earn a medallion. You swap. You make a successful swap. You post a cool swappable item to either our Facebook page or send it to us at Gmail. You create a friendship across hemispheric boundaries with a new Slovakian friend. By the way, she said she doesn't just want pillows, anything. Someone make a concrete offer for those antlers before we're out of here today. Got a lot of nebulous pillow
Yes.
talk.
Fair enough.
And if you become a brand ambassador for the swap shop, you get a medallion.
That sounds great.
You can interpret that however you want.
Well, Matt, I'm giving you one medallion right now.
All right. Okay. And the medallion award will be a back patting
Yes.
sound.
Mm-hmm. Pat yourself on the back, you get a medallion.
Go ahead and pat it again. This is what the medallion award sounds like. So when we award the medallion, you get to hear that sound as well, and we'll do it live on the show.
Yes. And remember, 5,000 medallions. A
You start
2016
now?
Tesla.
Right. You start now. By the time the next presidential election's happening, maybe you're there.
Yeah. And could you imagine cruising around in a 2016 Tesla? Especially if you had those antlers on your wall at home and all these other neat items. You'd be one of the nicest, coolest, unique.
Most energy efficient dudes.
Yes. Or woman. You can be women too and trade and get a Tesla.
Do women like Teslas?
I'm not sure. We should have maybe Julia could call in and see if she would
Yeah.
be willing
Call
to trade
us.
antlers for a Tesla.
Male or female, and tell us what you would do in a Tesla and which part of your body you're the most ashamed of.
Yes. Well, I think that's all the time we have for today on the William Street
For-
Swap Shop.
Keep that in mind for tomorrow. Yeah, we're
Yes.
running out of time.
Tomorrow we will talk more about the medallion system and more about what we're ashamed of. Thank you for tuning in. It's been a pleasure having everybody here. It's a
And
deal.
It's a deal. We didn't make a deal today, but we can go ahead and say the show is a deal, and the
Show's a
code of
deal.
honor
We're
and
wrapped
our
up.
relationship is a deal.
Yes, best friend.
Thank you.
It's a deal.